All right, guys. We'll wait for some people to get in here. Um, make sure audio video is good. Let's see. Twitch is good. YouTube is good as well. So we'll just wait for some people to come in here, and we can dive into some stuff and some things. I got to bring up Terra Station. How's everybody doing this morning? This fine morning. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. For some people, good morning from Sweden. Good morning, bro. Good morning, Matt. How are you, sir? Um, I'm doing good today. I had a conversation with somebody for the new proposal 5966 last night. That was pretty promising. I'm going to be posting the video sometime today, somewhere around 12, I think. Um, are we entering bullish now? I think right now we're pretty bullish in the markets, but are we entering a complete bull market? Probably not. Um, but remember, bull markets can come out of nowhere. You know, finally a green candle live stream. Yes, most people are excited about those. Um, Terra Luna Classic is not above where I thought it should be for this run. Ethereum's making a move, and I think Terra Luna Classic should be above 2500, but it's not above 2500. But it's good to see that it's up quite a bit. I think it's up like 7% right now. Should I accept my losses and sell my AMC, or do you see a future for it? I do see a future for AMC. The entire market is not really looking great. I see so much of a future that I actually took um, some money out of other positions in my Roth IRA and put it into AMC at this low point. So now my cost basis for AMC in my Roth IRA is $8. Um, my cost basis overall is a lot higher than that. I did take my APE, and when APE was a lot higher, and put it into AMC when it was about $7, I believe, or $8. Um, and now AMC is a lot lower. Um, but when it comes to AMC, I believe in it a lot more. One, because I am a big fan of movies, so I know that movies will be around. AMC being one of the biggest companies, if not the biggest company that's out there for movies. I think movies will not go away. They will always be here, no matter how many streaming services we have. People want to be able to go to the movie theater, and you also make more money in the movie industry with how much they spend by people going to the movie theater rather than buying on a streaming service. So they're going to be around for a very long time unless they completely throw away all their money and all of that. I know they're working their way back and trying to figure some stuff out, but yeah, I think I now hold how much is it? It's like I held 1,200. I just added another 150 shares of AMC, and that's just me. That's just my um, is what I wanted to do. So I took money out of a mutual fund that actually wasn't really performing at a high level. It just got back to single digit gains. So I was like, all right, well, I gained something here. Let's just throw this money into AMC. Um, and that's my play. So I'm not saying that you guys need to do it. That's just me. Um, Waking up to green signals is always a good morning. Yeah, I was watching this last night and it looked like that. So, and it looked really good. 94 people here and only 3 likes. Come on. Yeah, we got 141 people here, 141 viewers, and we got 49 likes so far. So I do appreciate that. Let me go ahead and put out a poll really quick, just to make sure people hit the like button. Did you hit the like button yet? So I got something that's kind of annoying me right now, and that thing is there is a frog outside my window right here, and it keeps jumping against the window because it's trying to get out. It's inside the area for the egress window, um, and I last time I've had three frogs in there. Last time I had to take the the thing off the top that's supposed to prevent animals from and different creatures from getting in there, and I had to take a shovel and get the frog out because I don't know what's going on with that frog. But um, yeah, he's right out there and he keeps banging against the window because that's the only way he can go. He can't jump out of there because he doesn't jump high enough. So I have to find a way to get him. And I'll get him later today. It's supposed to be 70 degrees today, so I'll be able to go outside and get him out of there. But I hate having to do that. I don't know why, like, how they get in there. It's supposed to prevent it, and they just, it's like little frogs that just, um, I guess, slip through the holes. They jump on there, and they're like, oh, and they fall through. Hey Matt, what do you think about multi? Binance seems to be quite confident with it. Multi. Let's bring up my screen really quick. I don't know what it is. So multi-chain or multi-game? I would imagine it's multi-chain. Looking at 100 million coins, 18 million, 18.3 million out there, 6.3 million in volume, $87 million in a market cap. Binance holds just about 50%. It seems like Binance loves to hold 50 to 55% of cryptocurrencies, really. Um, and you're seeing majority of that volume that flows through there. So 87.1 million a market cap. If we look at history, let's go back. So history shows that this was from back from 2022, January 2022. We could see that this does have the ability to grow a lot more. Currently at $4.76. Um, I it still has a self-reported circulating supply, which is, I guess, a little bit concerning. But if I wanted to go into the different detail, when we look at the Ethereum market, we're looking at 712 holders within this position. Now, I'm sure if we look at it differently, where we go into the Binance Smart Chain market, we're going to see 1,797 holders there, which is definitely better. Um, it's still on the lower end of holders, and I'm sure you have multiple bridges, which you do, Polygon, Phantom, multiple bridges here where you can see how many addresses, 5 addresses there. 1,623 addresses, here. So obviously you're seeing, thousands of addresses that are going through here. Let's look at the market cap. I guess we can't look at the market cap comparatively. I don't understand why you wouldn't have a market cap. I want to see how much the dilution is, because from what I understand, if you're looking at 18 million versus 100 million, you have a decent sized amount of dilution. But I wanted to see, I guess, either the holders, how many coins were added. That's something that always does worry me. But if it's not something that's added aggressively, if you don't see, if you see 1 million coins and then they increased it to 18 million coins throughout that whole entire time, that's not really the best sign. So, yeah, that's where I'll leave it, but it leaves a lot of question marks. Can things run in the future? I haven't checked out the details behind it, so maybe I can copy this and add this to my list of coins, which I haven't kept up with because of some issues with proposals and dealing with that. I bought a bit of Chloe Inu, another moon bag, getting 200% APY staking. I like it. That seems a little bit uh, ridiculous, a little bit crazy to get a 200% APY. I mean, technically, we've had APYs that were in the thousands of percent, and then they ended up failing eventually, but you still were able to get thousands of percent. Why isn't Quant running? Quant did enough running in a bear market or a extremely bear market, which is surprising. So it's really holding some of these levels. Um, yeah, you're not seeing Quant like run. It's the only thing that's kind of down, and it's staying around 175, which is good. It's showing consistency, it's showing consolidation. That's not a bad thing. It's not. Don't worry about LUNC. Expand your portfolio. You always should expand your portfolio. What do you think of Bondwing and Farm? So Farm, I'm a big fan of. I haven't gone into the other two though. I have videos on breaking down Farm. Still waiting for my mouse, like your mouse from your computer. Hey Matt, did you stake rewards? Wait, did staking rewards go down in Terra Station? Yes, the percentage did go down. Um, the percentage is around 20%, I believe. If we go over to stake, you're gonna see the percentage. Yeah, it went down again. So Lunatic's token validators are at 21%. You're seeing others that are at 19%. So the staking rewards went down again, and it's around 18%. We understand that that's going to happen. We have a lot of people that are staking with in Terra Station, and the rewards are going to decrease. These rewards are way too high for what people can get that's sustainable, right? 19% is way too high, 20% is way too high, 30% is way too high. I think it's going to get down to a level of maybe 4 to 5%, and it's going to stay around there eventually. I don't know about now, but it will get to 4 to 5%, and that's where it will hold. Maybe it will stop and stall at like 10%, but 4 to 5% is where we can expect probably the end goal to be. That seems like something that's more sustainable to me. Can you make a proposal to increase the burn rate? Can I make a proposal to increase the burn rate? I'm not going to do that. No. We didn't give 1.2% enough of a chance. We're definitely going to give this a little bit of a chance, which we may be wasting valuable time and valuable volume that goes through. But I'm not going to put through a proposal that increases the burn rate. One, I don't have the coding behind it in order to do that. And I mean, I guess you don't really need it because all you have to do is put through a change proposal as it does get approved. But we definitely didn't give this enough time. It's been less than a week. Last time we gave it 3 weeks, less than a month. But we should have given it a lot more. Do I own Tectonic? I don't. Can you make a? I read that. There's always a person in the family bloodline that's the richest who made the right decisions somewhere along the line. I hope it's you reading this post. Uh, it's your turn. Shoot for generational wealth. I hear you. I hear you. No matter how much people make, there's a lot of people that can make a ton of money and still live like paycheck to paycheck and still struggle with paying their bills and all that stuff. I've seen people that make well over six figures looking at like 200,000, 250,000, and then both parents make over that amount, but then they're buying $1,000 cars, 1,000 a month dollar cars. Like that's insane that you're paying a mortgage for a car payment, and a lot of people's mortgage for a car payment, and not including the taxes and all that stuff. But yeah, it's absolutely insane to see that. Like, and the crazy thing is they make all this extra money and they don't pay anything extra towards their mortgage or paying down debt or anything like that. And that's not a good thing, right? You want to make sure that you're paying down debt, you're paying down your mortgage, paying off your mortgage early because you don't want to pay an extra. If you have a $300,000 house, you don't want to pay $200,000 in extra, and it's probably going to be more than that. It's going to be like $250,000 extra that you pay on top of it. So if you have a mortgage, pay a little bit extra towards it. Pay like $5, $10, $20. Doesn't matter what it is. Just pay a little bit extra towards it. If it can be $100 or even double what your mortgage is, that's phenomenal. You will pay off your mortgage so fast, and you will eliminate the interest, because that interest is killer. I'm telling you, when I first started paying my mortgage, that's the first thing I noticed, was to see what the interest was compared to the principal. And within the first 15 years, you're paying off the most interest out of that, because most people will see the next 15 years and they'll start paying it off early and say, I want to get done before 30 years. But what you should be doing is trying to get done before 15 years. Not saying that you should have a 15-year mortgage, have a 30-year mortgage, because what they'll do in the 15-year mortgage is you'll have to pay it off in half that time. So 7.5 years, you'll have to pay it off earlier than that. So do it in a 30-year mortgage. Yes, you probably will pay a little bit more interest over the length of time, but the point is that you can pay it off earlier. I don't know how we got started talking about mortgages. It might have even been me. But yeah, I think you're right. I'm completely off topic here. I appreciate you guys for sticking with me though through all that. I want tonic to pump hard. Yeah, I don't know if I'm not the biggest fan of tonic. Not saying that it's a horrible decision. I think you can make money from any play as long as you invest in the right place. But I'm just not the biggest fan of tonic. One more bad decision for LUNC and we'll see a huge crash. Eh, I wouldn't say that, no. If I make it with LUNC, I'm not telling anyone. I hear you. I hear you. That's a good mindset. Is not to tell anybody. Actually, you shouldn't even tell yourself if that makes any sense. You should look at it, and when you make the sell and you have however much money, let's say it's millions of dollars, let's say it's hundreds of thousands of dollars, whatever, um, sit on it. Don't do anything with it. Don't don't overreact to it, but just relax and understand how much you have, what you can do with that money, what would make your life better, and jot down on a piece of paper. This is what would make my life a lot better if I can do this. Not just saying, hey, I want to buy expensive cars and expensive clothes and all that other stuff. That I guess that comes with sort of the territory in a way. But you should just jot down, hey, I could pay off my mortgage, I could do this, I could do that. I'm gonna have to pay this much in taxes. Write everything down so that you know what you have. This is something that a lot of people have never seen before. Um, Seeing millions of dollars or even seeing tens of thousands of dollars in one sitting. People get like paid in income tax or some sort of payment, maybe from a bonus or something, right? There's a lot of people that haven't seen $10,000 hit their bank account at one point. Like I've seen tens of thousands of dollars hit my bank account, so it's something that I'm familiar with. But when it comes to $100,000 hit my bank account at one point, that's where it starts to be like, oh, that's a significant amount, and then looking at it to a level where people are making millions, you have to relax and understand what you have. Take a deep breath and don't just throw the money everywhere because you have it, you know? Clear Crypto made me 2K overnight. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I love hearing about gains that people have. People buy stupid things. They want to impress people. That's true. That's true. Very, very true. I mean, even me, I want to have an Audi R8 because that's a car that I have wanted pretty much forever. I think since Iron Man, right? That's the car that I wanted and I still want. Whether I get a new one or a used one, um, That's still to be determined, but I'm most likely going to get a used one at like 60K and then call it a day. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but I did. But I'm still not sure if I would even make the move because right now I don't feel it's necessary. If I make LUNC, I'm going to pay off my student loans. Well, hopefully that just goes away and they wipe out student loan debt. I have student loans that I would have to pay off, but I always push it to the side and don't pay, like I pay extra to it, but not like crazy because I don't know what's going to happen with it, right? We know that we have student loan forgiveness, but that's pretty much it, and it's not full student loan forgiveness. Yes, but money is the problem. Yeah, money is the problem. I hear you. What do you think about the jump in staking? We are up 2% in a few hours. What do I think about the jump in staking, like the total amount of people that are staking? Yeah, it's up to 12%. That's probably the reason why rewards have decreased because there's more people that are staking. I just put out a video yesterday, and I don't know how many people from this staking, this 2% that was added, was from my video. I don't think I had that many views. I think it was probably like 3,000 views, so it wasn't crazy. Um, Let me see really quick. Yeah, I think it was like 3,000 views. So it's good to see more and more staking. 12%, that's phenomenal. And it increases long-term growth because people are in it for more of the long term by staking their position. Let me go to YouTube Studio really quick. And let me go to content. Let's see. So yeah, I staked more. It was like 3,000 views. Yeah, 3,000 views. So it's not even that crazy. And I lost one subscriber from that. It tells me how many subscribers I lose from a video. If someone was just like, I don't like this video, unsubscribe. And that happens. I gained 2 subscribers in the last video that I posted. And then the Ethereum video, I gained 2 subscribers there. That's great. But views have sort of been down lately, at least for me. They've been down. I've seen other people that have had more views, but views have been down for me. There's been a couple of days where I've had good videos, like where my proposal passed on the 24th. 15,000 views is not bad. Terra Luna Classic reverse split in what they were talking about. That's 20,000 views, so that's not that bad. But yesterday's videos were low, 3,000, 3,000, 2,000. So, but either way, it's still good to see, any views that are coming through. Let me go back here. So yeah, it's around 22,000 views on the 25th. All right. Where's that? All right, so we got 267 people here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of this. Just staked more with Lunatics. Yeah, I don't know where their percentage is, but I did stake more with Lunatics. I staked 1.2 million with them, but I did want to go and see like what their percentage is because I feel like they've increased. 0.37% or 0.38%. They were at 0.37%. So there's more and more people that are staking, but seeing the 21%, that's pretty good. I gain 2 subs a day on average. It makes me wonder all the time. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really been gaining too many subscribers lately. A lot of the videos that I make are for the crowd that's like it's returning viewers versus new viewers. So obviously we need like some new videos in order to adhere to different audiences, right? Or attract different audiences. Buying a toy car after making money is perhaps one of the dumbest things one could do. You'll love it when you buy it, but the later you'll regret spending 60K on a depreciating asset. That's 100% true. 100% true. Now I don't. Well, I do think that it will be depreciating. That's 100%. Because as soon as you drive it off the lot, it's worth less. Not worthless, but worth less. Um, but this is why we keep going back and forth. Because I wouldn't buy an Audi R8 right now because if we were gonna buy a $60,000 car, we would just buy a Kia Telluride, and hopefully we'd be able to get that and have more space for the kids, and on vacation and all that stuff we can drive a lot better and feel more comfortable. you know that's really the plan. Peter Sutton, thank you for those 10 gifted memberships. 10 memberships. Who claimed the memberships? Why Lambo? Not Lambo for me. Scotty Pimpin, um, Joe Simmons, Daniel, Trap, Jose, um, David, Farrow, Farrow. All these people have memberships. Thank you, Peter Sutton, for gifting those memberships. Um, we're gonna choose to go to members only today. Later today. So I appreciate you guys for being here and picking up a membership, and Peter Sutton for even gifting the memberships. Uh, Seeing as you ask everybody, um, I'm not a fan. Oh, you're talking to you're talking to me. Um, who are you talking to? Is there any percentage that you would support on a reverse split? No, I'm I'm not a fan of the reverse split. I understand the mindset of it, the concept of it, but I think with how Terra Luna Classic has built its hype, you're taking away all hype by doing that. Because the hype is built around going from where we are, burning off the supply, and slowly but surely getting to the level that we want to get to. But if you would do a reverse split, it's forcing everybody to split their coins, which means it's going to be more difficult for you to gain the percentages that you want to gain or the values that you want to gain. And you're basically, let's say if you split it in half, you're turning your 40 million into 20 million. If you split it by 6 or by 10, you're turning your 100 million into 10 million, or your 10 million into 1 million. And that's just not the best situation. And it really benefits the people that invested the most in the position. So if you invested uh, in 1 billion coins and they do a 10 for 1 split, just to find a way to get it to a lower value, less than 1 trillion, right? Because if you go from 7 trillion and you're doing a 10 for 1 split, you're going to decrease that less than 1 trillion, right? Um, so if you're doing that and you have 10 or 1 billion coins, you're sitting at about 100 million coins left over, which still gives you the ability to increase a hell of a lot from there. And it'll be less than 1 trillion. And I don't know how much less than 1 trillion, but it will be less than 1 trillion. And then those people benefit so much more than the people that are buying in with $100. Because that $100, yes, it's still worth $100. But let's say you bought 1 million and they divide it by 10, you're looking at 100,000 coins versus that million coins. And now you're not set up the same way. Yes, you'll see gains eventually, but you're not set up the same way. So I'm not the biggest fan for a split, because there's always people that are not benefiting as much as the people that are holding more. I may be holding 45, 46 million, and others may be holding 46,000 or 460,000, or 4.6 million, and they're holding way less. So if you do a split, it's not going to look great for them. Dude, what you know about Cult DAO? I've heard about Cult DAO. I don't know much about it, um, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't say that I can say that I'm not a fan because I haven't looked into it. I'm a huge fan of you, Matt. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the membership. Don't thank me. Thank you, Peter Sutton. For the traders, Luna Classic is around resistance now. Let's look at Terra Luna Classic. Currently up 8%. So it's up 8.3%. It's at 0.00025. And that's where I said it should be. I literally just said that in the beginning of the stream, was that it should be up at this point, 0.00025. After seeing a decent size increase, we're seeing a 100% increase in volume, which is definitely a good deal. Um, I'm tired, man. Stayed up a little late last night because again, I was interviewing or at least just having a conversation with someone that could help out with proposal 5966, and it looks and sounds promising. But obviously, we need things to happen. The next steps are kind of I don't know. It's foggy what the next steps will be because it seems like they've developed something already. Um, and all we need is kind of like the approval, the someone to look over it, which would be probably the Terra Rebels to look over what that is, how that gets done, how that fully gets implemented. But from what I understand, um, we we are at a further stage than what a lot of people think when it comes to adding a buy button on Terra Station. Um, People think that we're just at the beginning stages and this is where we're going to stay and we don't know who's going to take this on. But no, um, to drop names, Coinin has already developed something. Um, and we're going to be speaking, or I already spoke to, um, you know, people behind the scenes that are in charge of some of the technical stuff, some of the more, I guess, informative, just stuff behind this decision and this project. So I'm excited. I've also talked to Edward Kim, not verbally, but just um, messages back and forth to see what we should really focus on here and how this gets done. And it seems as though both of those are aligning, right? A damn frog. I hear it. It goes bung, bung. I'm redelegating to Lunatics token when I can. Uh, Damn, missed it. Nice, Peter Sutton. How many Luna tokens do you currently own at chat? So, guys, how many Luna tokens? Let's talk about this. How many you're seeing a fake pump for the entire cryptocurrency market? Yeah, I can see that. Um, Let me know how many cryptocurrencies or how many cryptocurrencies, how many Terra Luna Classic coins do you own right now? Let me know how much you own in the chat. I want to know what people are looking like when it comes to um, how much they can expect in gains. If you did do something like a reverse split, um, how much that would benefit you guys at all. Can you redelegate multiple times on Terra Station? And do you have to wait? Yes, you would have to wait 21 days, I believe, in between if you're redelegating. I believe you have to wait that period. I'm pretty sure. I've never redelegated, but 10 million, 2.5 million, 43 million. I own 100 million. That's amazing. That's the highest so far. 12 million. Damn, that's fake. Some coins up 13%. 130 million, 7 million, 13 million, just short of 10 million. That's amazing. I've got 5.5 million. Um, is that 25 million or is that 2.5 million? I'm struggle with those numbers. Um, Got to put some commas in there, man. Hope the Federal Reserve doesn't wipe these gains away. 25 million. I own 110 million Lunic. That is amazing. I own. Are you joking? Dear render sing. Dear I don't know if I'm saying something there. But uh, do you own 2.5 billion, or did you put a B instead of an M? It's not close. Well, it is close. B and M are very close. Did you mean 2.5 billion? Because that is a lot. I'm trading 400 million in long positions right now. That's phenomenal. 14 million, 43 million. Um, all right, so you said you said the name right. I said the name right. Okay. In that case, you wanna loan me 2.5 million so I can get my teeth fixed. Not me. If you're talking to somebody else, you know, they can loan it out. I've given away Terra Luna Classic and I've burned Terra Luna Classic. Not saying that I've burned like enough, but I think I've burned a decent amount. You never know what's going to happen with Terra Luna Classic, but I did give away. I gained 4 million from Lunatics token, and I gave away 2.5 million, and have burned. Um, I think it was like what 146,000 coins. Yeah, 146,000 coins. And throughout this process, I would imagine we're going to burn a little bit more. 18 million. My cost was 0.00013. That's good. That's way lower than where we are. There's other people with a much lower cost. But if your cost was 0.00013, that means that you spent a decent amount of money on this overall. So that's insane. It's still a low cost, but that's a pretty high amount that you're putting in there. Because yeah, is that like $100,000? It's got to be way more than that. Um, but yeah, I think if you would have invested at the bottom or tried to invest at the bottom, you would have been able to get that for a much cheaper price. I just wish I was able to invest more at the bottom, because then I would be one of these larger whales here, which I technically don't want to be a larger whale. Being a whale, um, there's the way people think about you holding that much, it's not a good sign, because then they look at you as how much you're holding and they're like, any decision that you make, they're going to make that same decision. And I don't like that. I like being, middle of the pack, middle of the road. You're holding 17, 18 million, DJ Trev. That's phenomenal. When did you buy? Did you buy when I bought, or did you buy along the way? We should have sold during the hype. I mean, technically, if you wanted to, that probably would have been a great idea for you to capture more Terra Luna Classic, or at least capture your initial investment, but no one knows if it's going to stay at these levels. Matt, don't forget I bought Lunic in the crash like you did. Yeah, there was a lot of people that actually did that, which is phenomenal to see that people bought it at, 4 zeros, 5 zeros, even 6 zeros. Um, but there were some people that bought at 3 zeros and buying a hell of a lot of 3 zeros, which still I think is a great price. Um, but getting it at those lower levels where it's worth, millions of dollars worth of a market cap versus, you know, billions of dollars is a way better situation, in my opinion, to enter to enter the position. Working on getting 1 billion tonic. I need some advice. What type of advice? Hopefully, it's not financial advice. I am very cold. Matt, don't forget. Oh, I read that. 40 million on staked and um, 20 ready to sell. Yeah, that's a good point. Out of all of the millions and billions that you guys have, um, how much do you have staked? Do you have the full 100% staked, or 90%, 80%? I feel like you should always have a certain percentage staked, but then some free, ready to make moves. And as you see that go, like if we approach some of these prices, you need to make sure you free up some other coins so that 21 days goes by and you will have those coins available. But make sure you free up the right amount of coins, because if you miss your opportunities, let's say it is running and it's finding a way to get up to 0.00 like 5, if that's your selling point or a certain selling point. Um, you need to make sure that while it's on its way to get to 0.005, you are pulling some coins out of Terra Station or undelegating it to do that. 80% is staked, 0% is staked. Well, that's not good. Maybe we should push Luna T more. Well, Luna T will do a lot of damage for Terra Luna Classic if we see more volume. So I think what we need from them, from Luna T, is just more markets that are available. It's available in, because if we see Luna T run in volume, million, 2 million, $10 million, that affects Terra Luna Classic in such a big way because, again, 2% of that volume goes towards burning off Terra Luna Classic, right? 4% of that volume goes towards buying Terra Luna Classic and sending it off to other people that are holding Lunatics token. So in the end, it benefits you to hold Terra Luna or hold Lunatics token and have all these benefits of it running. This damn frog just keeps jumping at this window. We got about an hour and a half, and that frog is going to keep jumping. How much Luna T is the chat holding right now? I'm sure there may not be a crazy amount. I know I'm holding a good amount, and staking 90 million. So, yeah. So wait, how much are people staking? 0 because of too many steps to get my bag to Terra Station. If only they had a buy button on their site from the get-go. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That's what I've been saying, is that we would see so much more buying on Terra Station if that was available. 23 million stake, 22 million ready to sell. That's amazing. That's good to hear. Uh, Chat, there's a lot of good crypto coins out right now that have great utility. Don't get caught up on these hype coins. Hype never lasts. Don't get burned. Ah, hype does last, but also coins that have utility last as well. So it's more than just that. But I understand where you're coming from. There's a lot of different cryptocurrencies that are out there. This is why you don't see me 100% invested in Terra Luna Classic. You see me invested in things like Ethereum, where I invested at what 1,200 something, right? You see me invested in Cardano, where now it's at 41 cents again. You see me invested in. It's amazing to see Polygon up to 96 cents. That's phenomenal. That's actually really good to see that up to 96 cents. I'm sure some people that I recommended Polygon to, if they're still holding on to that, are happy with that because it's well above the 80 cents that I talked about it, and they invested into it, and now they're sitting pretty. Cosmos as well, up to $12.41. Scroll down here. Kronos is at $11 or 11 cents. That would be amazing if it was at $11. 11 cents here. Not a crazy gain for Kronos, but it is at 11 cents. Algorand's at 33 cents there. Quant, that's actually the only thing that's down, really. It's at $176. Terra Luna Classic up 9%. ApeCoin up 7%. Let's see. Tezos, that's up 5%. That's a good play as well. Aptos, that's actually down a little bit, down 4%. Still at about $8.84. Still above my cost basis, so I'm happy with that. Let's see, and I guess that there's more that comes with it, but that's pretty much it for now. But you invest in a lot of different things. You need to invest in a lot of different things. If you don't diversify, you're not going to find a ton of success in the markets, right? There's chances where you can make a crazy amount of money and have that lucky play, but you need to diversify. You need to be invested in other positions and see what cryptocurrency is all about, not just invest into a lot of the popular plays, which popularity is crypto, but you need to see utility as well. Matt, what do you do, or your position with Dogecoin, with Elon by Twitter? Not sure I understand that, but I'm gonna take that as you're saying, what do you do if with Dogecoin, with Elon buying Twitter. Um, I mean, if you believe in the position, you hold on to it. I know right now it's at a lower point. Um, and it's not something that gets heavily diluted. It gets heavily diluted by year, but not by day. So you can see the growth potential in something like Dogecoin. And obviously, the Dogecoin millionaire is really keen on sticking to that investment. Um, but it's definitely, it depends. It depends how much hype is there because there's no real utility right now for Dogecoin, from what I understand. Um, and if there's no utility for Dogecoin, it's purely based off of the hype that we have. And in a bull market, yes, things will run, but will it run as much as it was before? Most likely not. Aptos and Quant will melt faces next year. Hopefully, you're right. I have a feeling that ADA might be ranked 2 within 10 years, maybe even 1. Um, wait, till then, let's hope the best for Lunic. Still waiting on Shibarium to see how much how much bone I will buy. Yeah, I get you. I understand where you're coming from. ADA is definitely going to be a big player in the game. I guarantee it is. This is why I have, I think, 3,000 invested with ADA. Let me make sure. Let me bring this over here to make sure I'm logged in because a lot of times you're not logged in, you know? So my current Coinbase account is now up to $16,000 from it's up $1,600 at the moment. So it's been constantly rising. It's at $16,500 today. I'm waiting for it to load all the assets to see how things are going. But I did want to check out some things here. It's just not loading. Why is it not loading? It's only showing the amount and it doesn't show the assets, the underlying assets. It's not loading them. There we go. So, um, looks like the total value for Ethereum has gone up. Cardano has gone up a hell of a lot. You can see Polymath that is up as well. Total. Um, Aptos is still up $40 total. Um, but yeah, things are moving today, and it's good to see. It's great to see, actually. I would imagine my crypto portfolio looks freaking phenomenal. So hopefully it stays up in this range or grows to about um, $2 trillion worth of a market cap. I would love to see 1.5. We were approaching that level previously, and then it just decided to crash again. $1.5 trillion. We're currently very, very close to $1 trillion. ADA is at 40 cents. Yes, it's back to the lowest levels that it had before, but now we see the lowest levels was around 36 cents. Matt, can you make a video on how to short crypto? I've never shorted crypto. I probably could go into that, but I right now I wouldn't be a fan of shorting crypto. I can't say that I would never be a fan of shorting crypto. Just depends if I get into this more day trading phase with cryptocurrency rather than just stocks. Um, and stocks I haven't day traded in a while because I've been waiting for AMC to make a bigger move. But the markets have been down. AMC has been kind of dropping hard, down to $6, and it's crazy to me that it has dropped that much. Um, it's still being heavily shorted, but I do want to check all that different detail. Um, Everything is on sale right now. Why is everything on sale right now? I don't have enough money to accumulate everything. So everything is not on sale from where it was. It's up 14%. Ethereum's up 14%. Bitcoin is up 7%. BNB is up 5%. ADA down here is up 12 or 13%. So things are not on sale right now. They are at lower prices. Don't get me wrong. They are at lower prices. But when we have a green market, I never invest during a green market. You're not going to see me pick up anything today. The reason why It's because everything is up. When things are up this aggressively, most likely you're going to see a little bit of a retracement, or you'll see it continue to go, but then you'll see a retracement eventually. So a lot of times when it is a green market, you miss out on those opportunities that, like, if it's a continuous bullish market, you can miss out on those opportunities because it's so green. But you have to determine whether it is a bullish market or if it's just a kind of a fake out breakout type of thing. uh, Dogecoin will always be minting more supply. Yes, it will always mint more supply, but it won't mint as much supply in a day as it does in a year. So don't expect it to be fully diluted within a day or a week or even a month. But understand that it will mint 5.2 billion every single year. Which, if you split that up by month, that's a decent amount by month, but it's not going to be diluted by a hell of a lot by month. Matt, a few days ago, I asked you if you were given $5,000. If I was given $5,000, but had only one coin to invest in, what would it be? A few days ago, I asked you. So you asked me then. What did I say then? Um, if I had $5,000, did I answer the question or did I not? I would imagine I probably didn't answer the question. We got a cat meowing over there. Um, but if I was to answer the question, I could tell you that I most likely would have said I would have put a good amount into Ethereum. Um, Ethereum for the more shorter term and longer term, because I don't think anything's going to run more than Ethereum would. And that has been proven to where it's up 14% and nothing else is really running that far. Percentage wise, dollar wise, well, percentage wise, I guess you probably have some other things that are running, but trending right now, you can see 14%. Solana's up 12%, but I, yeah, I probably just didn't see it, but I definitely would have said Ethereum is one of those plays. Um, I most likely would have put some into ADA as well. I think ADA is definitely a move. Um, but yeah, I didn't answer the question. AMC is crazy to me too. I thought it would be uh, at $4 by now. I hear you. I don't think it would go that low. If it does, I mean, it's way more valuable than that. So expect in an actual bull run, not in a down market, that AMC would absolutely run from those levels. So would I actually invest more into that position? Probably, to expect so much more of a gain. The date of the Fed meeting in which the interest rates will be raised is 11/2. Any thoughts on quant? Not right now. I mean, I talked about quant, what I believe in there, um, the growth potential, all that stuff. Guys, if you didn't have a chance to follow me on Twitter, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, at Perry8K. The link is in the description. Thank you, everybody that hit the like button. We have 307 likes with 302 viewers that are here. So I do appreciate it. With 10 new members, thanks to Peter Sutton for gifting out the memberships. Okay, I'm selling my house to go Ethereum. Well, it's good that you're joking. ADA would be my second choice. What would you think? What do you think? Uh, what what do you think to coin in? It just seems off to me. What do I think to coin in? What do you mean? Explain what you're saying there. What do I think to coin in? Is November a bull run similar to last year? Last year we saw negativity at the end of the year, but I'm not 100% sure as to what November was specifically. Peter, please. What are you talking about? So don't be too optimistic. I'll try not to be. Matt, what are your thoughts about algo? So I've broken down algo before. I also broke it down on my NFA channel, my not financial advice channel. That link should be in the description. Um, but I've also broken it down over there, or maybe I haven't. I keep thinking that I broke it down, but I don't think I have actually. But I've broken that down before. I hold Algorand in my Coinbase wallet or my Coinbase exchange. So over here, you're gonna see that I hold Algorand. I hold $730 worth. If we go in here and we look at Algorand, we're gonna see that I have 2,000. We scroll up here, $2,170 on in that investment, and it's earning 5.75% APY, 95 days of typical hold time. So people are holding it for a long time. It is a good position in my opinion, and I think it will run to way higher figures, at least tripling your investment to where I will most likely take that triple of that investment and whatever I gain there. Not saying that I would just sell it outright, but I would probably sell, I don't know, maybe 66% of it or 60% of it and leave 40% in there for more of the longer term. And when it does, or if it does come back, um, I will invest more. So it just all depends. This damn frog, man. Uh, what do you think the price of LUNC gets to by Q2 2023? Hopefully we see it at, a tenth of a penny, 20th of a penny. I would love to see those levels, but uh, it depends on utility. It depends on the volume. It depends on a lot of other things. So I think we can easily get there because a tenth of a penny is only a $6 billion market cap right now, which is still a high market cap, especially at these lower stages in the markets. Um, but it really just all depends. So I would say I would love to see those levels by the end of this year. But next year, I would like to see way higher. I would like to see somewhere around maybe even um, 50% of a penny or 60% of a penny. That would be amazing. Will you watch Creed 3? Yes, 100%. I will watch Creed 3. Um, why? Because my wife loves Michael B. Jordan, and we will go and see it. Not for the action. I mean, for me, it will be for the action. For her, it will not be for the action. And maybe a little bit of the storyline, but probably not really for the storyline for her. But yeah, I think we will definitely go see it. So yeah, and we probably won't see it in AMC theater unless we go into a dine-in theater. But we're definitely gonna go see it. Now this is where I struggle because I want to see the movie. I want to see the movie with Erica, right? But then again, if I watch the movie with my brother, it's a boxing movie and nothing more than that, right? And we love it for the story, we love it for the boxing. But if I go and see it with Erica, it's still a boxing movie. It's more for the story and more for whatever she wants to watch um, on that screen, which is just Michael B. Jordan, and maybe even um, why can't I think of his name? I can't think of his name for the life of me right now. Um, Jonathan Majors. Um, Opinion on H bar. We will see if I can get into that. Give me a second. You two love this level in 2023. This is the latest update on Shiba Inu, or what's the latest update on Shiba Inu? Not much, not much at all. I don't know if there's anything that has happened. We're waiting on Shibarium. That's pretty much it. Get a Michael B. Jordan meme coin going. No, because then he'll be like, he'll reach out to me and be like, what are you doing? What is this? Stop doing it. Maybe he has his own cryptocurrency and ready to go. No, he doesn't. a lot of like celebrities making cryptocurrency doesn't really pan out well for them, or supporting cryptocurrency doesn't pan out well for them because they have such a large following that it can turn into a huge pump and dump scheme for one large whale. Have you heard of Luna One Metaverse project? I can't figure out if it is a scam or not. It does look good, but I haven't dove deep enough to see if it is a scam or not. It does what they have displayed and does look good from what I saw yesterday, but I still don't know. Right? You always struggle with understanding if it is uh, something that's legit or not. H bar has been growing in a bear market, so let's look at H bar really quick. It's not going to give like a full opinion on exactly what I think of that, but currently you're seeing 46% in circulating supply. Total supply that's out here is 50 billion coins. Not horrible. It is at 6 cents. You're seeing it at a $1.3 billion market cap, ranked 38 on the list. You're seeing a fully diluted market cap of 3 billion. Not too far away, but you do have 50%, or it's technically well over 100% increase in market cap there to fully diluted. 39 million dollars in volume. It's on a bunch of different exchanges. To count how many, it's around 90 exchanges. And that's including like duplicates and all that stuff, looking at Binance multiple times and different pairings. So let's say 90 different pairings rather than just exchanges. If we look at CEXs, we can see all these CEXs or DEXs, right? How much DEX volume? You have $0. CEX volume, you're looking at $39 million. I guess one concern that I always have is dilution. I'm not sure as to how much goes into, like, maybe there's contract addresses that I don't know about. Kang the Conqueror versus Killmonger. Yeah, basically. Um, so, I mean, with it being a top 50 coin, obviously it's promising. Um, and looking at some of the history, let's look at history. History shows that this price has been to 50 cents, right? What was the circulating supply then, though? You would see the market cap and how that has adjusted, and you see this at a much lower price. But obviously, the movement in the market cap hasn't really been that much from here to here. So you're seeing a dilution within that position from here to here, which is 2021. So 2022, we haven't really seen much movement besides that large decrease in March. But again, I want to look at the prices so we know that there is dilution within it just based on the shift of how things are within the market cap and the price. But it's not crazy. It's not crazy at all. And 50 billion is not horrible, but it is higher than some other coins that are out there. So looking for way higher prices, or if you're looking for gains, it shows a decent amount of gain potential, especially up to that, even 25, 30 cent, 50 cent mark. So yeah, it's up 3% right now. My wife doesn't like to watch UFC with me. Well, UFC is a little bit ridiculous. Sometimes that gets a little bloody. Most times it does. Lunic can hit Lunic. Can it hit $50 before the end of the year? Before the end of year? No, it's not going to hit $50. I mean, if you have $45 invested, yes, it can hit $50 by the end of the year, meaning that your balance will be worth $50 by the end of the year. I think we can see it increase a hell of a lot, but it all depends on what the market does. I would say that the market's probably going to officially run in the beginning of 2023, um, but to see a massive bull run, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm hopeful that we'll see it in a first quarter or second quarter of 2023, but it's not confirmed. A lot of people believe that it's not going to happen, but also people believe that the markets were going to crash in 2019, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and that's exactly where things happen, right? You saw so many predictions year after year after year saying it's going to be next year, it's going to be next year. And then eventually you saw the markets crash based on a ton of inflation um, or increased inflation. So um, that's the issue. A ton of printed money, basically. This little run just helping me see what my portfolio going to run in a real bull market. Yeah, I mean it's just a small picture of what could happen, right? You holding this much and it's only moving 7% in the entire market. How much you can end up gaining in your entire portfolio? Well, I went from $14,000 in Coinbase to $16,000 overnight, and that's not even counting how much I have over in MetaMask, over in Terra Station, over in on crypto.com, and on the DeFi wallet. The DeFi wallet probably not as much because it's mainly um, Chronos, which has only moved 1 cent, but 1 cent is 10% in total for Chronos. I mean, it's really only moved a half a cent actually. So if I go over to crypto.com, I'm going to see that I'm at $9,243 in crypto.com, 16,500 over in Coinbase, which is showing me $25,000 just from those two platforms alone. And then you're also looking at the DeFi wallet, which is probably worth $7,000 or so. So that's like 32,000. You also have LBank, which I hold about $4,000, $5,000 in there, all in Zelda Inu, and that's looking at adding that. So we're looking at what $40,000. Am I doing that math right? And then we also have MetaMask, which is around $11,000 or $12,000, depending what that is. So we're looking at 50, 52, $53,000. So back up to some of the levels that I started out at in September, because September had a little bit of a bull run up to 1.3, 1.4 million or $1 trillion market cap. Football is better, so tonight. Uh, mm, I have heard. I've heard that staking should be closer to 40%. Is that achievable? And if so, um, smash circulation or circulation by taking LUNC out of circulation. Should staking be at 40%? No. The average for staking, it would be great if it's at 40%, but the average for staking in most staking platforms, besides something like, or projects, besides CRO, because CRO is at a much higher level of staking, um, it should be 5 to 10%. That's typically what you see with everything that's out there. And if you're taking out the outliers of like Lunatics token, which is at well over 20%, and then also seeing CRO, which has to be around 30% or so, maybe even higher than that. So it should be around 5 to 10%. The fact that it's at 20% is well over the average, and that's great. We will take that, and it shows a lot of strength. Now, that will also, if we could see it at 40%, yes, it would take a lot of the circulating supply, but it would also be difficult to make any type of move seeing 40% that's over in Terra Station. Now, if you got to understand that Binance holds about 30% of Terra Luna Classic's supply. It would be tough to see out of 70%, 40% of that 70%. Oh, geez. 40% of that 70% would be in Terra Station to be staked. That would be difficult. What's your advice for Shiba Inu holders? Thanks. Um, what's my advice? I don't know. I can't give you any type of financial advice. what I can tell you is that if you feel like you invested way too high, as in like 0.00004 or 5, I still think it has much more potential than people think. Growing a lot higher than where we are right now, especially with the fact that it has gained to zero multiple times. Um, I think it still can run. I think it still can make moves, and it just all depends on what the ecosystem devs do, right? They are pushing Shibarium, and how much Shibarium or how much Shib will be sold and bought on that platform. Will it affect Bone a lot more than Shib? Um, Maybe, I don't know, but we will have to see. So I'm still holding on to Shiba Inu, um, but I don't know how promising it is and how it will get to. This is the issue. Like, someone brought this up to me the other day. They were like, "Oh, you remember when you talked about, Shiba Inu going to a penny and a dollar?" I'm like, "I still talk about that." And they're like, "Well, it doesn't seem like that's going to happen now." Well, it it really all depends on all the variables, and I've said this time and time again. Peter Sutton, thank you for those 10 gifted memberships again. Guys, pick up your memberships. 10 gifted memberships there. That's that's insane. Thank you for that. Um, Sorry. But yeah, I think when we where was I at? When we talk about Shiba Inu, um, and talking about what the devs do, I have no idea where I was. You just totally blindsided me there. Huh. Go ahead with your bad self, Peter Sutton. Yeah, you're giving out memberships. I appreciate that. 20 gifted memberships today. Um, I appreciate that a lot. And I'm sure other people that are members appreciate that as well. Having those green names, that's provides a huge benefit as well. Or uh, how I want a free membership. Krillcoin is currently at 36 cents. It's looking good for me, because I have 10,000. I wanted to hold 10,000. Um, and It's Peter, no Sutton, just Peter. All right, Peter. I'll go with that. If there's another Peter that comes up and they start gifting memberships, then how am I going to be able to to let you know? How am I going to be able to say, hey, I'm just going to say Peter, and they're going to be like, the other Peter's going to be like, yeah, thank you. And I'm like, no, I was talking to the other Peter. See? Remember something something Dogecoin didn't took 2 to 3 years to get where it is. So SHIB will get there, but it will take time. No one gets rich from one day to the other. I mean, if you're talking to the guy that turned $8,000 into 5.2 billion, I mean, I'm sure they are rich based on what happened with Shiba Inu, and it was pretty much overnight. I mean, it happened over a number of months, but still, it felt like it was overnight. Um, but also, Dogecoin was created in 2013, so it took until 2020 for this to even gain any type of traction. Um, so it took way more than 2 or 3 years. It took a long time, but that's only because cryptocurrency was kind of popping off, and it was like, you know, everybody's looking for the next best thing or the next best opportunity. And Dogecoin was that opportunity. That's the reason why it ended up taking off. It wasn't because, um, it suddenly had a use case or anything. It was just, it took off eventually, and it took a long time. Now, can we say the same for something like Shiba Inu? I think Shiba Inu already had a million, like, what is it, 76 million% run. So that's something that has already moved a hell of a lot. Now, will we be able to get the supply down and get it up to a penny, get it up to $1, and all these other levels? Um, maybe not. Um, maybe we will, maybe we won't. It just depends on what happens with all of these variables. There's so many variables that take place. And I think that's where I was going with it. I said this in the past, is that variables are the thing that's going to tell us if this can happen. And you know what? I haven't heard Erica get up yet, because Harper needs to go to the bus stop. Harper needs to go to the bus stop, and it is 7. I don't hear them upstairs. I don't see Harper in her room, so that's a good sign. But we don't have a camera in our room, so I can't tell if Erica's sleeping. Oh, there she is. I see you. All right, that's fine. Damn frog. So yeah, I think they're getting ready. So hopefully she gets to the bus stop in time. Yesterday, I was I was very concerned because typically I go to pick up Harper, and I'm waiting there for like 10 minutes because sometimes the bus comes early, sometimes the bus comes late. Um, but this time I got there like 15 minutes early or something, and the bus came as soon as I pulled up. Nobody else was at the bus stop. All of the kids got off and they were waiting with me. And I was waiting for the parents because I couldn't take, I had the car, so I couldn't take or walk all of the kids back to their house. Um, but the bus came super early, and parents were running down, um, trying to get their kids. And I was just standing there. I was like, I'm glad I was here. So it was crazy because I literally got there. Nobody else was there. The bus just pulled up, and I was like, how did they get here so early? Like, is he just like throwing people off the bus? He's just like, all right, get off, and just throwing them off the bus. Like, I don't understand how they got there that early. So whatever. Thank you for that $5 super chat, Lunic tweaking. Thank you for that $5 super chat. I appreciate that a lot. And we actually have 403 likes, which I think is more likes than we've had in the past couple of live streams, which is really, really good. We haven't been live for um, a crazy long time the past couple of times. We've tried to go for 2.5 hours, um, but a lot of times we end up going for, about 2 hours, maybe 1.5. Sometimes we start late. I have a bunch of different things that I need to, or people that I need to talk to. You could have done a live stream at the bus stop. That's not good. I actually now and it depends if she wants to review her progress in her golf swing. I actually will now not show um my children on the internet. Um and there's like reasons as to that. Like, I've seen some horrible things on TikTok. Like, people create these channels for their children, and the way people act uh, towards those children is just not right, especially having little girls. So I'm not gonna do that, like, ever, unless she wants to see her progress with her golf swing, and we want to record that and show the progression as time goes on to gain popularity in Matt, you don't have a boss. I do. Um, it is my wife. Um, she calls the shots. She makes the rules. She brings in all the money. Um, no, I mean, she supports me in such a big way. So I mean, the least I can do is help out in every single way there. So I I don't consider anybody a boss for me, but um, I just make sure that I try and do what they need. You know. So Uh, bro, I've been telling you to take a peek at Tectonic. I've looked at Tectonic a billion times. Um, so Tectonic here is up 10%. It's at 0.0000001519. I'm not saying that it's not a gainer. I'm not saying that you can't make money from it. Most people can find a way to make money from any position, right? Um, I am not a fan of it, right? For my strategy right now, I am not a fan of it. You're seeing $771,000 in volume, up 46%, but that's still very, very low. You're looking at, trillions of supply. That is, or sorry, quadrillions. No, it's just trillions. Trillions of supply that's out there. And thank you, Mo, for becoming a member. I appreciate that. And it has a long road to go. And also, I don't like the holders. The top like 8 wallets hold like 76% of the entire thing. I understand that they are a time lock for team vesting, time lock being the key word there. Um, you know, this contract address, community fund, tectonic ecosystem development and reserve, staking pool, which is understandable, a large contract address, and then some larger wallets here at 4.2%. So I'm not the biggest fan of Tectonic just on that basis alone. However, there's a lot of people that are for it. And I'm not saying that I would never invest into it. I'm just saying right now it's not for me. Um, at which maybe people want to hear about what are the benefits of Tectonic, what it's all about, and I do plan on going over that in the NFA channel eventually whenever I figure out, you know, recording that stuff, because I was supposed to upload like 3 videos the last couple of days, and I haven't. So we will figure that out. But I'm supposed to fully review this position eventually. Tectonic actually now is the time to get in. I was a member. Don't know what happened. A lot of times the membership, like, it doesn't automatically, I don't think, charge your card every single month. I think after a certain period of time it will get rid of the membership. I'm not 100% sure as to what goes on, but yeah. Matt, any guidance on Mist token? It's a gaming metaverse token, and its rank is around 1,994 in CoinGecko. I'm not sure which Mist you're talking about. Is it this? You're saying this is ranked 33, 3,367. This is ranked, I guess maybe this is the one. It's ranked 1,451, so very far away from the 1,994. Currently at 1.6 cents. 6% of the supply is out there. 6% of the supply, that's a lot of dilution. I don't know what they're doing with that, but you're seeing a billion tokens, and you're looking at 56 million tokens in circulating supply. So that's a lot that's left on the table. 6% that's out there reminds me of like Jasmine coin, where you're going to have a ton of dilution as the price starts going a lot higher. If you look at the holders, you have 52,000 holders within it. You scroll down here, you're going to see, what in the world is this wallet? There's a huge wallet at 28%, an open wallet at 28%, another open wallet at 5%. You do have contract addresses here, but what in the world is this? I mean, there could be a reason behind that 28% wallet, but that definitely doesn't sit well with me, having it all in one area that is an open wallet, ready to be traded, not locked or anything like that. So that's something that does sort of concern me. And I feel like if they find a way to cash out, they would just, back away into the mist. You see what I did there? They would disappear. They would back away into the mist because it's mist token. You got it. I'm sure you got it. So yeah, I don't know. It's that bothers me, 6%, and then also a large wallet does bother me with 28% in total. I hear that when you ask about a token, it's probably all-time high. Yeah, usually when people are asking about something, it's like, hey, this is running right now. Would we need to invest into this right now to, and you look at where the price is and it's like it just hit the highest point it's ever been and you want to invest into it. I mean, there's a chance that it could run, but the chance is slim. So, yeah. Matt, you don't spoke more about your dog, Inu. I don't remember uh Terra. Wait, you don't spoke more about your dog. What, Emmy? My Shiba Inu? Or you're talking about like an actual like dog coin that we're talking about? Because I don't speak about my dog much. She's usually upstairs. Sometimes she comes down here with me, but not during a live stream because she bothers me. Especially when she wants to go outside, then it's like she's scratching up my leg. Um, what does it mean when it says long max supply is zero? Also, all-time high has gone down again. Um, I don't know. I haven't seen the all-time high drop down. This damn frog needs to stop jumping. Um, let me see. Where is it? LUNC. So what does it mean when max supply is zero? So Terra Luna Classic had, and I'm going to say had, a minting feature to where they minted Terra Luna Classic as USTC depegged. So more Terra Luna Classic can be minted if the minting feature gets turned back on, right? And I don't think the minting feature has ever been turned off. It's just the algorithm is turned off. Which the algorithm basically says if this is at a lower point, you try and repeg it by, adding Terra Luna Classic or buying Terra Luna Classic. Um, or sorry, creating Terra Luna Classic. But that's what that max supply means, is that it has an unlimited max supply. It can be minted as much as possible, but right now that's not within the cards. It's not within our strategy at all. Um, Now, the max, like the total price the last year, you're looking at 119.18, $119.18. I mean, it's been that way for a very long time. And the highest price hasn't gone down. I don't know where you're seeing this all-time high that's displaying that. Because if you look at the last year, that's where the all-time high was, where it was at $119.18. So I don't know. Had hopes for CureCoin. It describes itself as a cryptographic utility token dedicated to replacing ASIC mining with protein folding computations, helping scientists find new medicine. Should I sell? Um, what is it? Cure token? I'm sure they all have. This is the thing, is that they all push to have the best utility in the world, right? It's at $126 in volume. It has increased 260%, but that is very, very low volume. I mean, insanely low volume. It does have the ability to mint much, much more. Um, and I don't know what the process was with that, but currently, again, it's at 1 cent, was at $1.20. I guess they must have minted a hell of a lot of coins, and maybe not. They didn't mint a hell of a lot of coins, but you're looking at a very, very low market cap. Like, I mean, $352,000 market cap. Um, which again, I don't know how long this has been out here, since 2016. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I feel like it's been around for a long time to be listed on multiple exchanges, and it's not. So yeah, I would cut losses. It just doesn't have the volume. It doesn't have the popularity. There's a potential chance that it could, but it looks like whoever created this process or this project has kind of given up on it. Did you see someone delegated 22 billion Lunic earlier? I did not. I have seen that it has rose 2% in the staking amounts, but also the overall percentage has gone down. So we're sitting at about 18% for staking rewards, besides Lunatic's validators, which has 21%, which I did just stake with Lunatic Validator. So did you get into Bitcoin miner stocks? No. It says I need to put an ad. No, I haven't gotten into Bitcoin miner stocks. I've gotten into BTF, which is the Bitcoin ETF. 1 million thanks to Matt. Staked, and it's all in Lunatic's token. It's amazing. That is amazing. 80% staked. You have 13 million in Lunic. I bought 5 million. Um, Yo, first time chatter, Damian Wayne. If you're still there, I appreciate you. Uh, Over in Twitch. Luna Classic is going way too wait. It's going way high. Two more whales jump in, then FOMO kicks in. I hear you. I'm right there with you. Every time I press an ad, the viewership drops by like 10%. I mean, that's the way that you have to do it, but apparently it does. Um, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because the 10% of the viewers are getting ads and they're not watching right now. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Who dare mention this? I mean, some people make a decision and you have things that are dropping in value a hell of a lot, you know? You don't want things to drop in value that much. You don't want to lose out on money or gains. So you want opinions to see if it makes sense um, to stay invested into a position like that. Best way to avoid ads is just get YouTube Premium with VPN. Yeah, um, that's what I have. I watch all my videos with YouTube Premium. Still a chance Luna could drop below 0.0002 this year. Yes, there is still a chance that that could happen. Um, Peter, another 10 memberships. Yen Yang got a membership. T got a membership. Undead to the End got a membership. Um, wow. So many memberships here. We're going to members only right now. So I appreciate all the members. I appreciate all the comments. I really do. I appreciate you guys. Um, Another 10 memberships. Professor X got a membership. Um, the Shiba Doge Millionaire got a membership. And Shiba, Leash, and Bone. What's up. Wait, that's what's up. Leash to 5K, Bone to $5 too. Um, I think you could see things like that, right? Um, the issue is how much supporters are going to be, for Shibarium. How much will Bone be valued at with this overall, um, you know, pay for fee over in Shibarium? So I'm interested. Matt, do you know any similar things to Luna Punk's Launchpad? Do I know anything similar to Luna Punk's? Not really. Um, but Lunapunks is doing a great job in creating at least some utility and some volume within Terra Luna Classic. Generous Peter. Hashtag generous Peter. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Peter. Big clapping for Peter. Yeah, don't say his last name because that's not, he doesn't like that. Awesome. Thanks, bro. He gave me two. Thanks, Peter. I hope you all use your memberships wisely. Much appreciated, Peter. Is Peter making all of his bots members? I don't think he has any bots, but I do appreciate everybody that has captured a membership. Everybody, that has been a member beforehand. Can I email you? Um, yeah, you can email me at uh what is it? Perry Media Group LLC at gmail.com. There, you can email me at uh there you go. You can email me there. I appreciate it, Peter. You're all welcome. Thank you, Peter. Yep. Tremendous, just memberships in the chat, or just, yeah, memberships in the chat. That's exactly what we try and go for. Is it's usually beneficial when you want to get like certain questions, like if the members have a certain question that they want to ask, it's easier to get those questions, and it makes the chat much slower and just much more easier to manage. So I'm all for that. And while I go on my rants, we don't have 7 million comments that have come up. You know, Fire King, you've been a member for 18 months, and I appreciate that so much. The fact that you're not only a member but also a moderator and have been doing a great job um, since the beginning. You know, Crypto Dream, you as well. You've done a great job since the beginning of your moderation as well. I don't know when the beginning of that was, but I feel like it's just been a long time with the moderators that we do have. So it's amazing. Do you swap the USTC for Lunic or you save it? So currently I'm swapping it. So I swapped my USTC. I actually haven't swapped it in a little bit. So the coins that I have in my wallet, I have 658 USTC. The 4,000 that I had before, I swapped it for Lunic. The reason being is because I didn't have enough to buy a Luna Punks NFT. I didn't want to buy any more Terra Luna Classic. So I ended up swapping it in order to buy Luna Punks NFT. So right now I'm not swapping it, but I did swap it before. So I do want to see what USTC's value ends up being, because if I gain, let's say, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, that can be another $10,000 with USTC that I gain. Um, and it could be something that I hold in here as holding USTC, or it could be something that I sell. But it all depends on what I want to do, right? Fire King truly has been incredible, much quicker than I appreciate you, Fire King. And based on Fire King's profile pic, the moderator job has taken a toll on him. I see that. Um, sorry about that. Do you think the bull run is starting? To be honest, no. Um, do I think we are setting ourselves up for a great picture of what it could be? Yes. Um, I don't think the bull run is starting, but then again, no one can fully predict exactly when the bull run's coming. I mean, the only way you can predict it is if you somehow said it beforehand. You were like, yeah, I think the bull runs tomorrow. Probably jokingly saying that. Or you're one of those people that has always said the bull run is tomorrow, and then eventually you're right. But most people are not going to be able to predict exactly when the bull run is happening. I would just say that right now we're seeing a decent sized increase. We should be happy with this increase. And most likely we're going to see a retracement from this increase because it's up 7% the entire market. That's that's insane to see the entire market up 7%. And I believe Bitcoin is still losing from its dominance, which is 0.02% at 39.80%, which it should be losing a lot more. With Ethereum jumping as much as it is and percentage wise, I think that it should be losing a little bit more there, especially with everything else that's running as well above that 7% mark that Bitcoin is running. That's actually a selfie. Send you an email with what I meant. Okay, you're doing a great job. Crypto Dream. Yeah, he definitely is. All moderators are doing a great job. I appreciate you guys that have moderated the chat and got those the spam out of here. The the um the XX like comments that come through. Oh, I feel like I just need to stretch and yawn and so tired. We're watching that show, The Mole on Netflix. Who is the mole? And I got the person completely wrong. Who's the mole? I don't know if anybody has seen it, but it's a good show and it creates a lot of conversation um, outside of the show. Right, while I'm sitting there with my wife and I'm like, oh, this person's the mole. This person's the mole. No, this person's the mole. Like it has you question um, so much. So yeah, it's a good show. Definitely a good show. Um, all right, let's look at the market. Let's see where things are right now with everything and see. Uh, it it's about all time. Can you just check? I got the email right. Um, Give me a second. It's about all time high. Okay. Yeah, where is that at? Ashley Williams. Yeah, I got something from you and Peter. So thank you. So I don't know what to call you. Is it Pete, Peter, or I guess you're not including your last name. So it's either Pete or Peter. Which one do you want? Thank you, triple threes, double F. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. 333FF. I saw the first season of The Mole and had it wrong, but The Mole didn't really do enough sabotage, in my opinion. Um, So yeah, you're right. I expected way more sabotage from that. And also, I didn't really understand the concept if the mole would come out on top as if they guessed the mole correctly um, throughout it, then game would be over, they would win or something. I wasn't sure. But then if the mole would win money if they didn't guess the mole correctly. um, but I don't know. I feel like there needed to be a little bit more sabotage there, but there was no consequence for the mole doing too much sabotage. So it's not like they were going to vote out the mole beforehand. That's the issue with it. Because the mole could technically take everything out of the pot and they could guess the mole right every single week. But then you would still see people eliminated the next week, eliminated the next week, and the mole would still be there, right? For the longest time, I guess I don't want to spoil it if people have not seen it already. But yeah, it's I feel like must be more there has to be like more sabotage in there. You can't let anyone walk away with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's got to be like $5,000 or something. I missed Tinder in the chat. Uh, what? I missed Tinder in the chat. Uh, new member hype. Check out FIFA Inu already to 10 million. I'm tired of these Enus. I'm sorry to say, but I'm tired of these Enus that are here. I still don't see it. Um, there's just there's too many of these. You're seeing $14,000 in volume. That's not enough for something even that has been around for a couple of days, right? It's still a low amount of volume. It's great to see that it's on coin market cap, which is very tough to do to get that done. But it's only available to be bought on PancakeSwap. Yes, anything could happen. Things could absolutely run. Um, but the issue with that is like, would you be making a mistake by investing $100 in here, or would that turn into something insane? Right? Because if you dive into some detail, 1,554 holders or addresses that are holding it. I'm not sure how you have that many addresses and only have a low amount of volume that goes through it. But if you look through the holders, dead address 21%. You know, you got a pink sale. I guess that's probably why, because you had a pink sale. 6% for one address that's holding it, which means they don't have a cap on how much you can hold, which is $35,000. So if you wanted to buy 10% of this position, you can spend, you know, I don't know, $60,000, $50,000 for this, and hold 10% of the position if you wanted to. That's the way that it seems. No offense, but you got to be careful with things like that. Yes, it could run. You could hold $100 worth, and it can turn into $1,000 quickly, right? You can add another zero, or sorry, take away this zero, take away this zero, and be worth millions of dollars of a market cap. It's only a couple of days old, but you know that's totally up to you to take on that risk. There's so many risks that are out there. It's totally up to you to take on that risk. It looks like the market is dropping a little bit right now. It's down, or it's up about 6% instead of being up 7%. Absolutely, Char. It's kind of a situation to take toll on you for real. FIFA is bad. The game, I like playing the game. Um, how are you? What are you talking about? Rick Cogswell, Cogswell. I haven't seen you here in a while. What about baby Shiba safing? That's probably not a real thing. If it is a real thing, I'm done. I thought everyone hated FIFA as a governing body. I don't think so. What about this is definitely not a scam, Inu. I'm sure that that is a thing. This is definitely not a scam, Inu. Every time I buy something, Inu, I feel like I'm um, just exit liquidity for pre-sale buyers. Yeah, maybe, maybe. Here every morning, my friend. Really? Like chatting or just watching most days? Maybe I'm just missing the messages that are coming through. That's not good. I need to go to members only more often. Love the early time frame. I appreciate that. That's good to know. That's really good to know. All right. So let me go back here. Let me take out tectonic. So I did want to have a little bit of a discussion for the proposal. So 5966. I know some people are asking me like, hey, what's going to happen with that? Are we getting closer to that? So I am going to have a video that comes out later today, um, probably earlier time frame. That's going to be explaining or talking to Coinin about this whole process. Um, so it's going to be really, really good. I thought the interview or discussion went really good. I think we are going to have a couple of other discussions to really break down what are the next steps and everything there. But I think I got an understanding, and I feel like I was able to at least hold my own in the conversation when it comes to a lot of the technical stuff. Granted, this person was not as technical as like maybe a Zardar or Edward Kim and understanding um, um, the logistics behind something like this or the coding behind something like this. But it's great to see that the proposal has passed. Um, and now we can get into detail behind it because most likely we're going to need another proposal to approve like the actual coding side of it. This was mainly just to find support, and the fact that we saw so much support within it, even though some was abstained. The only reason they were abstained was because um, they feel as though it would be difficult to get done. It's not about if it's not a good idea; it's about the fact that it had difficulty that it would get done. And I feel like it's such an accomplishment to have anything pass in Terra Station by this large of a community. Um, and I want to thank you guys, obviously, for helping me. Even get to that point. You probably were a big player to see 99% of what was it, 25 billion, 99% of 25 billion, which was all retail investors that voted for it. But then you came with the validators, and some of the validators said yes. Other validators, obviously, 60% of them said abstain, which is right in the middle, meaning that there's not a yes vote nor a no vote, but it will count towards the quorum. Um, so, yeah, deep Deep in that's a good one. Is there actually a cryptocurrency called Deep Inu? Because that's definitely deep in you. That's a great that is a great cryptocurrency name. I mean, I don't know what it would do use case wise, but that's a great one. I like it. I voted for your proposal. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. We're so early. Whatever you hold, um, most are gonna make you rich. Yeah, I would agree. There's a lot of um, prices. Like we're down at these lower prices. Yes, we're seeing uh, things that are up today, but we're down at these lower prices. So whatever you're holding for the long term will most likely make you a lot of money. So if you're holding, let's say $5,000 worth of CRO, that $5,000 from 10 cents to a dollar, 10 cents to 90 cents, whatever, you're looking at a 9 or 10x return. So that $10,000 or sorry, $5,000 could turn into $50,000. It will make you a boatload of money from just that investment alone. So there will be plenty of these investments. Obviously, you need to mix in some more popularity investments, some popular investments that push you well above the range that you want to get to, or um, the gains that you want to have. So, say like Shiba Inu or LUNC that can gain you hundreds of thousands or $1 million or something. But you have a lot of those bigger positions that you hold, like ADA, that may be more comfortable. Hayden's upset. Every time she wants something, it's like the 2 year old, was it terrible twos? She's like much worse than Harper was when it comes to wanting something. Like when Harper wanted something, it was shut down quick. Like we were like, all right, she was like, I have um cheese or something, and we were like, no, you can't have cheese, and she would be upset about it that she couldn't have cheese, but then it would shut down very quick. For Hayden, it's like the end of the world. So completely different, and that's how children are. So it's amazing to see. I do believe you wait. I do believe you do miss messages, but as you ask wait, as you ask all mine, life is good. Yeah, I do miss messages a lot. Harry I don't know about that one. Would be great. I don't know about that one. Doji Inu Classic V2 though. Um that must be good. Money mouth. I don't know what that means. I voted for your proposal. Well, yeah, again, thank you. Um, so, anyways, every time I buy something, I feel I read that. Just trying to go back and see if I missed anything. So it doesn't look like maybe I did miss some things, but it's okay, right? That's life. We got 306 people here, 532 likes, which is definitely the higher end of likes. 33 memberships today, $5 in chat revenue. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. And any super chats that came through, any memberships, obviously Peter or Pete, thank you for all of the gifted memberships. I appreciate that a lot. All of the likes, all of the viewers. I believe we got up to like 450 viewers at max. So that was good today. I'll take that. Who else needs some coffee? Not me. I'm not a coffee drinker. Um, Erica is. I'm not. I just can't do it. I can drink an energy drink, but not coffee. Just doesn't, eh, not for me. Um, but yeah, like I said, the rest of the market, we'll see how things go today, but I would imagine we're going to see pullbacks because of how much it is increasing. People are going to start to take profits, and you're already seeing that going from $995 billion dollars down to a level of 991 or 992. So we're seeing people that are getting out of their positions, right? And it's okay. Uh, Boilix is backed by an actual business called Alpha Bolix. Um, don't sleep on this. Bolix. I mean, it's always good to have things backed by an actual business. Depends how much revenue that actual business generates. I don't see anything here. It's not coming up. Do you have a ticker symbol or a coin symbol that I can put in? I'm taking profits now. I'm sure that there are people that are taking profits, and it's okay to take profits. If you feel as though it's going to pull back, which most likely things will find a way to pull back, if it is going to pull back, then you accept half of it or all of it or whatever you want to take out, and then buy at whatever the bottoms actually are. Um, and play it more like a day trade. Not listed on Coin Market Cap yet. Okay. I'll have to give it a look then a little bit later once I look up things. I have too many screens and too many things that are up right now. I feel like my computer is just going to completely crash on me. I actually had to take away my third screen because um, uh, my, I guess, display driver wouldn't display three screens um, the whole time. It would like shut off and actually um, lock up the other two screens and only show the main screen here, which sucks because if I don't have two screens, it doesn't work out for me. And if I have to shut down everything, then the live stream ends. So it wasn't really working for me. I hope for a pullback. I need to stack for a couple more months to get ready for a bull run. I hear you. I hear you. Stacking up and making sure you have a decent amount of cryptocurrency is a must, but don't make sure you pay all of your bills, you pay your taxes, you pay everything because you might not see a bull run before you have to pay taxes. You might not see a bull run before you have to pay a lot of your bills month to month to month. So uh, don't try and time things correctly where you're like, all right, well, you know what? I have $5,000 and I have to pay bills on the 25th, so I'll take my money out on the 21st and pay all the bills on the 25th with increases from that money. Um, that's not the way you play it unless you are certain that you were going to see it, and usually you don't want to risk that much. You want to make sure you pay your bills. I'm really digging actually owning my positions. I bet. I've started to move more of my stocks off the market. DSR, my Disney and Tesla. Where is Disney? Let's check out quickly before we get out of here. Let's check out the markets right now. So seeing AMC, um, up yesterday 6%, down in the pre-market today 1%. Ape is down to $2.60. I'm glad I converted my Ape over to AMC. AMC hasn't dropped as much as Ape has, and other people converted their ape a lot later. I just converted it when it was at I believe it was like $8 or $9 or something. So I was able to get more AMC, and now I'm holding in Weeble 1,200. But then over in Fidelity, I hold a little bit more in my Roth IRA. Um, SOS, that's that made a move yesterday and is making a move today, but it's not enough because I hold a decent amount of SOS, and I believe SOS needs for me, my cost basis is like $190 now with this like reverse split. So it's interesting. Um, if we scroll down here, let's look at some. I guess we shouldn't look at top movers. Hmm, popular right now? Oh, that was popular right then. Let's see all of those that were popular way back when. So Funko is up 2%. That's up to $22. Donut, that's up to $14 or even pushing $15. Clove, that was popular. I do want to take a lot of these out. Costs being that low, that's pretty insane. Fubo, after being at $30 or so, that's a low price point. And again, a lot of these positions may end up running, within a bull market. So I'm excited to see what does happen there. I just haven't really been. What's Roblox at? Let me check Zom. Zom's at 22 cents. That's not good for me because my cost basis is 63 cents. Um, 63 cents something. Let's go ahead and check out Roblox. Whoops. I forget what the. All right. It's at $45. That's not bad, right? I know the lowest point that we've seen, it dropping to, I guess let's look at the 52-week low at $21.65. We've seen the 52-week high at $141.60. That's a huge difference. Roblox is, I guess it has been making a move from 41 all the way up to this high of 45 that it did close at, currently at 45.16. Did you ever get a chance to look at Luna Freaks? Seems like a rug. So no, I haven't. I haven't heard many people talk about it. I think I was starting to look at it, and then I didn't end up uh, looking at it at all because there wasn't many people that brought it up. So let me see. Luna Freaks coin. Let's see if they have. Let's see their Twitter. Where's their Twitter? Luna Freaks Twitter. Um, so let's see what they're actually doing here. This is October 12th. They have a pinned tweet. New video about Luna Freaks. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know if anybody else has talked about it. All right. Well, I have to get out of here, guys. If you could hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. This baby is crying upstairs. I got to go see what's going on. So, yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.